Hi and welcome back once again, Scorpio. I'd like to get straight into your reading, but if you do like the contents, please like and subscribe. Now if we go to the left hand side, as you can see, we've got the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands relates to things looking up for you here. I can see that the page has always been news, and this is linking me to the news about where your work situation is at this moment in time. I feel like things will look up there because this card is growth. There's a lot of growth where work is concerned, so things looking up there. So as we go to the next card, it's showing you partnership. So there's going to be two directions in which I feel that you're going to be pulled because it's the 2 card. So there's and again, it's a worker. It's a 1, so it's a working card. And I know it's like looking at your emotions are inside and outside. So it's like as wielding a hand card. It's like looking at the direction in which we want to travel. So we're looking far ahead. We're looking at the direction that spreads out to us. So work could be taking us further afield, or it's making us stay more closer to home because we feel like we want to be closer here. So you're going to have a choice to make because it feels to me like you've been pulled in a direction here, but it's an opportunity for work because things are definitely looking at where work is concerned. I see the star around you there. So the star card is a major change card because it's a major card, but it's also, it means sometimes, pour things out, don't hold them in too much because even though you've got the water around you, because your Scorpios do, you need to just pour things out from time to time and not buckle everything up. That's how I feel the card's saying to you, because there's a lot of stars and everything you're wishing for here. If you just look up a little bit and see that they're shining upon you and just allow yourself to go down that little road a little bit further. So challenges are there, but you can meet them very, very much so, Scorpio. I feel that for you at this moment in time. Money is also around because you've got the card there that's linking here to the 4 of Pentacles. Now, that is keeping a little bit of money by you and it's balancing it around you. So, significantly, it's showing that you are good at making the money, you're good at bringing in the profits. But don't cling too tightly for them, because if you cling on too tight, it can become stagnant and you won't get anywhere. So you've got to spend a little bit. So it's progress that we're looking at for you there. So although you've got the money around, I feel these cards are saying to you, you've got your dreams, you've got your stars, you've got what you're wishing for, you've got the opportunities here to either go further afield if you choose to do so, but also you're clinging on a little bit tight also to situations that's around, because the choice card comes at the very next for you. It is, again, it's a cup card. It is showing you there that, like I say, the cups because the waters, it's showing you decisions and decisions you have to make. And this is why I feel like you're torn in the directions, because you've a lot of choice around you at this moment in time. But sometimes, we have to choose again wisely, because although sometimes things are hidden from us and they're not as good as they appear to be. So when a new challenge comes where you cling on to your money as you're doing so in that card there, we do have to make sure that you make the right choices on the path you're choosing to go down right now, where your career is concerned. You've got the Hermit, and he always is the wise man, so use him. He's come there for you now. Use the wiseness within yourself, your intuition. He's a great guy to have in your reading because he holds up the lamp for you to see your direction in which you want to travel on, and he brightens up your road ahead. He won't let you sit in the dark. He makes you come out and face things, and this is what he's doing when he's making you see your choices. They're all there to all there to give to you, but you have to be the one that makes the choices. And this won't resonate with everybody, I know it won't, but for the ones who can understand this, it's telling you not to cling too tight. Look down the road ahead of you with the wise head upon your shoulders, as the Hermit's bringing you that, and make sure everything is balanced up and around you before you do anything, because like you've got the money, as we said, showing you in there, but it's got what you've worked for, and what you'll place it into, you want to know that you're going into the right things. I see balance there with the scales, and I'm balancing you up, but I also see you sharing things out, and you've got to balance with the scales there. So stuff, you've got to see what comes in, what goes out, but make sure you evenly balance your finances. I see that from the past you've been wounded, but you've come through obstacles. And I just feel it's because you're so career-minded. I've got you through your obstacles that's behind you now. And I know even though you're defending everything and around you and you're holding on there to certain situations, it's about licking your wounds, as I said, and going forward. So although challenges have been there and you've met them, it's no skill that you're looking for. Although I feel having made decisions in your past, we might not have always made a good decision, but now you've got the light showing you the lamp. the guide showing you the right way. He's a good guide, he's the Hermit, as I've already said. I also want you to take note of your card. It's a major card. Behind it's a 0. It's the Fool card, which we know we don't give it out this as a fool. We give it out as a wise person that's sometimes young and very ambitious but takes a few risks. Just make sure you're making the right risks, as you've got there, the loyalty there. That you get warned a little bit if you're getting too near the edge. But again, a little bit, it means endings and beginnings, does the Fool, because it's the naught, it's the start, it's the finish and the start, because it hasn't got a real number. So we call it the start from the finish. Now, I want to take you there to the Craftsman, as you see me with his little hammer. So you're hammering out new skills, so it's giving you the opportunities here with directions where work is. And, you know, having said that, you're able to hammer out new skills and learn something a whole lot new here. So it's about your skills. But you're good and you're skillful and you're perfection at what you do. But things are stacking up around you. So I've got 3 cards with pentacles all balancing around you, holding on, but the pentacles are growing there. So stacking up and taking stock of what you've got. I see there's the Triumph card there. And again, it's a parade card. He comes back from a triumph. There's the card there. But there's victory in it, because he holds his victorious in the horse there that's proudly walking in there. Now, this is your here and now. So although you're very, very proud and proud of what you've done in your career, I can see a little hammer and you're learning things new. But what you do have to be careful as Scorpio is that sometimes things are very short-lived, and the hangman's telling you that because he can turn you upside down in a minute. So life can go upside down. So although you've got your victory parade and everything's about you that looks lovely, sometimes, you know, things can have a way of turning around. So the hangman can sit you up or down. So he's again reflection. So in the reflections inside, you must take some time out to reflect on the things you want to sacrifice. And then don't be remember I've just said that the parades sometimes are very short-lived. You do have a lovely queen then, and the queen is a very intelligent queen, as we call the Queen of Wands. She's very mature and is the Queen of Wands. She's very loving. She loves to grow things. She's got a lot of growth and she's very educated. And she's worked hard to be where she is in life. But you've got the look of the black cat with you also. So young Scorpios who's got the young queens, you're very, very lucky and you're very educated, and don't be afraid to use your education. I see also that you've got mood swings with you as well. Very moody, can be up and down where situations are. And again, what I like to say is, you know, it's not always dark out there and things hidden from you, because the moon is a very unpredictable time. But it does shine, it just come out and it does light your path up, but it's an unpredictable, and you know, don't be under any illusions, because it can be a very illusional card, can the moon. Don't let anybody try to pull any wool or tricks upon you, but I think you'd see through that, because you're very clever, as I've got the Queen of Wands with you there. The Ace of Wands is bringing you new work in your hand, so it's definitely talking about work, and I know sometimes it's been tricky, but the one's there to bring you new work. So through hard work and education you've done, I know unpredictability is there even around work, but it's showing you new work. The Emperor comes there as very much as a father figure. Now that means the Emperor is very strong, he's powerful, and he will give you advice. So there's a very authority figure around you also. But again, there's a very stubborn figure in your reading. You can be stubborn when you want to be. Scorpios are stubborn when they want to be. They've got a sting in the tail. But it means the Emperor, it just means guidance, but it could be into authority as well. So go and get some advice if you need to do from your Emperor, which can be your father figure, on directions in which you want to go in. Because the Knight of Pentacles comes in, and sometimes you want to run there and you can't. You just need a little shove from time to time to know that you're going in the directions. But again, it's over land and you'll walk over the lands, but I do feel that, as he's saying here, sometimes you're stubborn and you'll stick to what you want to be. There's still two very stubborn cards in here, the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. So you can be stubborn, you'll stick your heels in, and they won't move you if you don't want to move, and you'll make your own choices. You've got your own mind, and this is why your very powerful Queen of Swords sits there, because the Queen is there in control. So you like Scorpios to be in control of your life, and you're stubborn and you'll stick your heels in when you want to be, and you won't budge. And you can see that very much so. But so it could be very much like passed on through generation to generation, the way the cards follow through. Now I want you to be a little careful there, because you've now picked up the Five of Pentacles. Now the Five of Pentacles, you can feel sometimes like you are cold and left out there, and people don't love you and see you for the qualities that you've got within you, but you don't realise that there's lots of support for you there. And in Scorpios, you get lots of support from authority figures, as you can see that in your reading, your direction and everything you're going in. Although you do like to be in control, sometimes you feel like it's hard work, and you have to pass people and situations by in order to get to where you need to be. So sometimes you can be cold with people also, and you just need to know that people, no matter how you hard or situations are around you, they will support you wholeheartedly because the Queen's there supporting you. And this is how I feel with you. Sometimes you do feel left out, but there's always support for you there. The Tower's coming to say that if you build things on rocky foundations, they'll collapse. And that's why I feel that the Tower's telling you to build things on solid, firm foundations, or else you'll know that things will clear and collapse. And I feel like it's time for, not destruction, but time for sort out. Time to let you blow off your steam if you need to be, clearing, sorting, and getting things off your chest. And I know that when you've done that, you will stop carrying them burdens around with you, because you're burdening yourself down far too much. And there's kind of a lot of heads burying in that and burdens, as you can see. And I need you to lift up your head, drop out your burdens, and you'll see that once you've done that, you've got your judgment card. So, Scorpio, as I'm looking at your reading, I just feel like it's about not being too hard on yourself. Just take that control of situations, because you can defeat anything. You've got a Queen there showing you that. And the judgment card means anything you can rise up and above everybody or anything. And also, you remember, you've got your Fool card at the back there, which is your new journey, which is there for you. So I'll leave that with you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Till your next read. Thank you.